point negative. Any. This is it's a negative figure.
Yeah.
This is a negative figure. Go and look at the appendices. You don't depend on just the budget statement. So what your budget analysis are? Statement the minister Eka, my say. But when you go and check the budget appendix, you will know say there's a problem, and I say there's no problem. Here, domestic, about borrowing now, Ghana, Omakaso borrow 26 billion. Do you know what they ended up borrowing? 31 billion.
Local borrowing.
Look at that, creates what you call the crowding out. Because what happens then is that government is competing with the private sector. Because who will borrow 26? Meanwhile, you've borrowed 5 billion and above what you wanted to borrow. 5 billion is not a small amount. And no number one missing deficit target, you know. Because you know why you are borrowing? You are spending more, you are generating less revenue. And so the difference between your expenditure and the revenue you make, you must finance it. And the only way to bobosia. Simply put, say wakatria, you can say 10,000 a month. Be month in bedroom what to turn yema, e buy no, 12,000.
Yeah.
2,000 says utria. So you go to the bank and borrow.
Ekosiisen On
And now you
Asempa
can say
FM.
your debt to GDP is almost 80%. Almost 80%.
76 thereabout.
May say almost 80%. Do you know why? Go and check your AUNB. One, your kobo business with get fund.
Yeah, 1.5.
When you say encounter debt no. Do you know that?
No, contingent liability.
But sika ye no, and be near the You get my point.
I get you.
Esla levies. Your bobosia by 7 billion. You see your national debt. Esla revenues are accounted here. And no be any edicotria. So why you say here? You don't capture all those debt sources no as your debt. But una utia. So it's putting a strain on our expenditure line. Until nyina is just one thing. Economy no.
Abai here ska.
Atitia pansam. Ejija. Omo hwia enye yie. Nti no momo echina wonya 200 Ghana. Na sa mesanya ma me nana. E watermela. Abansi wo gimu 1.7%. Jonkuma si o obefaka e di akotamale. E diskana kwama omo. Umfanko nti yeje o tax. What kind of analogy is that? No, why from that analogy? Secondly,
no, I think what he said, it is a space a bank would have to take in.
Let me finish that. Let me get there. Any e-transaction I have made, whether on Jumia or whatever, I pay VAT. And I can show you.
On Jumia.
Utwa, they charge you. Ube drew hampona oko year.
But how about individuals, creative companies, or more advertising on Instagram?
They are supposed to, so enforce it.
But they are not doing
because GRA can move in today and say tax. Do you know that? So this is a separate tax. This tax does not replace VAT. The VAT law no ye clear. So auto bibia, whether you pay by check, by electronic transfer, by cash transfer, you are supposed to pay that VAT. Only one country me.
That's true.
This doesn't replace VAT. Does it replace VAT?
It doesn't.
Oh, then come to Parliament and say, yes, scrappy VAT on all electronic payments and replacing it with 1.7. This makes sense. Don't come and tell us, say photo electronica. One more N20 no. What do we back? It's not a replacement.
But John, again, in the informal sector, in
Let me go to the cash. Okay, so say Momo, meet you a memoir. Meet you 1.7. Me this kind of command. Can you imagine? Can you? Wow. No, can you imagine?
John, the question I'm raising is also fiscal deficits now. In the COVID year 2020, around
15.7.
Good. Yes. Now, Osha this year, they what I say around 12 point something percent, including all the below the line items, yes. No. And in 2022, the target is to bring it down to 7.4%. Don't you think, sir?
So look at the 2020. What you do is that you compare yourself to your peers.
In 2020?
Yes. And then 2021, who are peers? Cote d'Ivoire, Ethiopia, Tanzania, Senegal, Zambia. They are our peers. We are not an island. It is a case of COVID next year. Say COVID Ethiopia. Anchi Tanzania, Anchi Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire's deficit was 6%. Tanzania's deficit was 5.7%. Ethiopia was 6%. Ghana and a deficit equal 15.7%. When we make this analysis, was your abro almost? Minya, you know, no, that's winding up. You know why we have this debt? That you build your debt accumulation because of your deficits. That's how you build, principally, because at the end of the year, no, you spend more than you earn, until it shoots your debt up. And I'm saying, say, taxes here, you're there by already. You're the COVID levy aba, any sector recovery levy aba. You're to NHIL mo. You're the financial levy aba. You're the pollution levy aba. You're to diesel levy mo. Aba we you. I feel way just this year na make and year 2021. Lead to an increment of 13% of petroleum products. Tell me one single country in this world, just one, how am I introducing this plethora of taxes? You tell me, just one country, one. Okay. And yet you have the audacity to even come and sit here and...
Okay.
I mean, what is this?
John, Intiafe responded to issues now.
We'll call Europe, their average regional tax to revenue, 40%. Oba, even Africa, Yembra House, so I'm saying back. Cote d'Ivoire, Ethiopia, Senegal, the average tax to revenue components are over 20 to 25%. Ghana, we are 13%. 13.
Tax to revenue?
Yes, tax to revenue. 13%. And the onwa oka say ya tutu niema mu na ya ye say na oka 13% ni nyina no. Other places no bobodi no, they go as high as 40%, 25%. And the onion comparison here. Ghana, and I think you called an expert to be earlier, Dr. Tuahine. And one of his concerns was government taxation and as a tax component to our revenue. It was too low. And he kept telling you, this is too low, this is too low. And it is true. A fact to say, the taxes we are paying in Ghana as a percentage of our revenue mobilization is very low. And something has to be done about it. In fact, we are 2022 with this new measure in a year targeting about 17%. That is even still below the regional ECOWAS average of 20-25%. So what I say, Ghana is one of the places we should understand. Say, but towards ya being why lenient. Even though you are huchrim.
But I think the concern has been said the intention to raise revenue locally is clear.
And your tax base ya near brody with ye commerce ye tax ya no asati ha ekikam enanena ewe krase e be affecting ye ti ha no mo brody tax base say informal sector okota de ho a VAT omutimi evedi enti sa de ayenye no such that say enyafa momo payment nko ana so ye transaction na Gabai bit magic kakra at the Abeboa Aban Sheshe. No, no, the same person.
But I think the concern has been said. Yes, in as much as we want to raise government revenues post-COVID.
Yes.
In that same spirit of post-COVID, do you impose all these taxes at a go? In your 2021 mid-year budget, any new taxes have been introduced?
You can't 2022. Yes, our discussions never. And Ghana phone him say, me no ka say etuwe maku enum medical church ye ye fi omoso ene ye de baako pe ekomeo baako pe ene ye de aba and obi se wo hwe yendin komomfa omo a omo so follow the fiscal position of government in this budget because Professor Anwokono the friend earlier the concern is what is government's program in containing the debt situation. So what I say let's address those people too. Share budget we and I'm happy you refer to fiscal deficit now. You free 12.1% if you report above the line, news and your expenditures and everything. What I say, and for government to do this, and it's a clear signal to the investment community. And say Ghana is committed to meeting the fiscal responsibility threshold of 5%. Obi, Ghana, Yewomra, even though it's suspended now because of COVID, the Fiscal Responsibility Act and say every year biano abambe disika ma onimro 5% of the GDP by suspending because of COVID. Now we need to quickly get back to that, and every year we must post primary balance, positive primary balance. Obi, what has happened in this 2022 budget now? Not only are we targeting 7.4%, we are posting a positive primary balance of 0.1%. Obi, positive primary balance in the Ejina Homani say a car would no wo teso. Until every time you post negative primary balance, it just say wo kano wo debt na your debt na do 77.5% of our GDP no. You pese e de ba form. Until from next year no, we will start seeing decline and say to me the targets we are setting will be bringing down the debt to sustainable levels. This is what this budget signifies. I think so. Yes, I targeted GDP growth of 5.6% and a non-oil GDP growth of 5.9%. Obi, your gross international reserves and so are increasing.
4 months of import.
4 months. In fact, they are over 4 months of import. So what I say, because they say in a year we're almost about $11 billion in our reserve as a country, which all indicates say are buying or you're committed to ensuring say we achieve fiscal consolidation and debt sustainability. Very, very crucial and important. And into Ubetia John Janaponum, oh, say Ghana call IMF. You are to force in the say Ghana call IMF. You will budget on someone can answer Nibio. And in the press conference, he never went to fiscal consolidation. The professor and business said, no, they know that government has responded positively, especially to the investment community out there. Say government is disciplined and determined to ensure, say, it also be one important thing in this budget. Obi, I have been in the entrepreneurship space. I can tell you, say, in my life, budget is this budget. This budget deliberately address the perennial unemployment problem in our country. Targeting mebunu to resource them and mobilize them with money, finances, and structures to ensure say we are bebunu now pese we wa wadwuma. Aban si bejisika, aban be bwao with entity any sika to make sure say you are able to create your own business called You Start. I'm talking about the You Start. Yeah. That is one announcement that brings me so much joy. Because Obi, I have seen it live in this country. And thanks to President Akufo-Addo, the first Roddy Mami in the first government as CEO of NEIP. I have seen talents in Ghana. Look, Mede Mebunu was fourth. But here back, as my catcher last in say 10 years time, if we are to return to Bahrain, na yesi yenhwe sa startups competition ya di second year. Say no bia dia kodru. Even though I'm your CEO, I'm not happy because I know said there are no structures in our country to scale you up. Obi, gradually government is listening to this problem and solving it. With this announcement of 1 billion cedis every year and a target of 5 billion cedis from even the banks to increase their SME allocation in next year. So the startups ni SMEs bet me access to patient capital. Sika honjo with terms and conditions ko collateral ne kofa webra. Na magana for mebu no mo wani swade hunu ni talent o bet me bi o adwuma no o so anya access to financing. Sa niam is addressed in this. Say as part of You Start policy no. Even the university campuses yeba be create endowment funds. Ama you was school saw some of this financing and even take 1 year sabbatical leave to go and do your business. Not about back 1 year later to graduate. This is what is done elsewhere. And certificate but your focus should be on who is school. How can you create jobs? One of presidential pitches when I was CEO. One young man said me a program. He said me call lunch. Me CEO Germany. Or dama sinam sinaminimu or say hey. Me ba presidential pitch nibi. This is the business because from there another angel investor, Quick Angels, I'm introduce no man. A number of these young people have ideas. Where are they getting financing?
This is beautiful.
Yes.
If I am somebody who took interest in last year's budget, I heard of Obatampa Cares. Obatampa Cares had what Obatampa Cares achieved for the youth. So I believe
out
in
of
this.
Obatampa Cares and yet you start. It's just a subset. I'm happy you've put it right. Obatampa and out of it, and no more targeted some of these financing arrangement into the You Start program. What I say, ain't say Obatampa Cares you are not able to have a You Start program. What I say, it's just the bigger youth job creation, which is just one branch of the numeral, because agricultural mechanization, one district trade and industry, tourism, all these are under the Obatampa Cares.
But the 1 billion a year,
yes,
for You Start,
will be part of the Obatampa Cares.
Where is it going to come from? Maybe free here now. The 1 billion a year.
1 billion a year is part of government. 1 billion has been allocated a binary commitment, and beyond that, the finance ministry and as a government has engaged banks, commercial banks in Ghana, to make available 5 billion cedis allocation for SMEs under special arrangements. Okay.
And the commercial banks are aligned.
Yeah, we are going to sign compact with them. And you're interested, I don't come. But once you sign, you must have a DEX, okay, for implementation of the You Start program. What the beboa and them to assess funding that you have agreed to be part, because government is going to place these monies with the banks. And this are buying Edinisika 200 million and 100 million as a bank to manage under the program. We expect you to also put in maybe 50 million or 100 million as counterpart funding. At times now banks need to guarantee the risk involved and make sure government is prepared to encourage young people in this country to have access to patient capital to do business. And for me, that is a very positive good news for our country. So going forward, it's possible for them to get those finances.
And the hope, let's say, 1 year with an investment of 1 billion.
Yes.
It will create 1 million jobs.
1 million jobs.
That's the expectation.
In fact, the target of 1 million is for 3 years period. In business, and also so we can scale up. What I say, business be one machine can hold 5 extra workers. All those businesses will qualify. Until we existing business, now you can show capacity. Now, he's using NAPCO staff. He wanted a certain arrangement with governments, a government interview. See, what can government do for you to scale up your business? What can government do so that you can add on 2 or 3 other workers for young people to have, say, to a more entrepreneurial Ghana? Says me school, I may be creating a Juma. Elon Musk was on earth. What I say, but he was born in South Africa. Just with ideas, he created it, was able to sell, and this is the ideas we also want, sir. I have seen ideas, startups in Ghana. And if we have a budget that is giving this hope to the youth, we are changing our country and building enterprises and building entrepreneurs.
John Kuma, Deputy Finance Minister of the Republic, MP for the Ejiso constituency. Sanso and John Jenapo, a Member of Parliament, Ekosiise On our first post-budget discussion here on Ekosiise On Asempa FM. My message is to be now 22 budget statement. We say, please tell John that this, sorry, John Kuma, also tell John, toll abolishment and introduction of road toll in license renewal, insurance, petroleum levies is something we know about. Workers are toll booths. Minister can say reassignment.
And the road fund.
Okay.
In fact, what is happening is annually we get 70 million cedis from the road fund. We are asking them to reassign every worker. Nobody is going home.
In the toll booths. Obi, please ask JJ, what different thing would they have done if they were in charge? I want to hear the alternatives to the budget, not the rhetoric. Let me see. Fred Agbenyon says, Obi, ask John Kuma, what happened to the 1 million per bank? Okay, Minister Reka said, start up near 1 billion for the development bank. Okay. Okay.
We already have
$800 million
of that.
Ready. Okay.
And we have the license.
Okay. In the Fred Agbenyon, will go on. And the World Bank's most recent tax revenue to GDP is 12% in 2019. Where
Very
did John
inadequate.
Kuma get his 20% from? He should 13.
Which is far below the regional average. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Onassis Kobe, I believe your question is answered.
But 2022, we are targeting 17%.
17%, very well. We say, Obi, tax to revenue does not necessarily have to do with the introduction of new taxes. A country can have a higher percentage of tax to revenue because of how broad their tax bracket or tax net is. Okay. Mama menye we emra jeje me ba mama just some few minutes. Me nkoye we emra me ba John Jenapo ha John Kuma wa.
Obi a wo wie school, awofo mo po mo ma ye die. Ene obi a wo ye adwuma mpo ehwe se. Ode ne ho be se wiase a dania ya computer yi mu. Enu nti na make am for UNIAT e dia ma. UNIAT Practical Institute of IT and Entrepreneurship. Programs are edim puntuo ni yedie ba. Enko no mo ye. Ebi te se computer basics and office administration, graphic design, video editing and 3D animation, software engineering, network and cyber security engineering, ethical hacking, artificial asay say. Courses ni nyina 85% practical. Ento obawie no na wo wadwa wo nsa no dadaada. Na programs ni nyina are internationally recognized with SIPs into UNIAT and American formal. And our friend 0547 966 966 0547 966 966. Accra share our data house asylumdown.com. UNIAT creating Ghana's top innovators through IT and entrepreneurship.
No matter what you're going through.
Coach, when him say me ba Romeo yare, me testing no malaria no. Oh, you positive. Enti want to me cry.
Sir, try me na me ba. My branche, wo mommy by malaria. I am malaria do.
By malaria?
Yes, by malaria. Kudos Pharmaceutical Limited and the diaba. Esai Artimeta and Lumifantro Wumuntino. A boa etu malaria na sentem. Nenum anyaya na a ye juma suntem.
Wow, shesa wa sorry. Romeo, ubeti mi akotai kwando training ene. Ani mami.
Semi kacho.
Ewo pharmacy BM.
By malaria dro, ya wonkora die and mpanyfo so die. Etufo fra Kudos Pharmaceutical Limited. Ewo 0596081168.
By malaria, FD ya hwehwema gia to mu se eye.
Hey honey, matter dime for na yehu tonaton.com no.
Hey, kweku, na me kasa ye ni sika o. Na wonya sika yi free he.
Tonaton adarumenti. Bitimi ton ye car ba ko no intentem kra ma mbre ho. Ene sika na menyan no midi bi source ekoto dan we.
Tonaton. Hey, sir. Wow. Na phone na wo share me boss e wo beto ne.
Hey, kwia. Enyi se
Asempa FM.
Ena ubusa mi phone yeso. Minim ye ne nti. Me santo phone yeso kra ma wo. E wo Tonaton.
Hey baby, udo yi is super. And no kweku from Uma odoso.
Tonaton.com and now download the Tonaton app no. Na Tonaton be behind 10. Tonaton, Ghana's largest and safest marketplace.
Hey, you're the up and coming landlord. Who died yes where you?
Kwame, adan mi wie yo. Aka roofing and a ceiling. Na me contractor non so say. Me fani nyina enko dan rocksters. Wonso wo kromo pa, wo dwen ho sen.
Wo contractor no nim ne ekọ. Ghana ha de e ba no quality metal trusses, roofing sheet, plasterboard and POP ceiling dia. Eye rocksters. Enfie bebre ni na rocksters. E di roofing sheet papa ne ho aka de asum Ghana for.
Enka yesi ya no mu die nso ebo.
Eni adufudi achi na nkoto ade bone ne Sundache, Fre 0544-338041. Say a metal trusses, roofing sheet, plasterboard and POP ceiling dia. Fre Rocksters, now one chawuntum.
I just got myself a new TV. Wanna watch football or new series. HD plastic code are there for me. I see I'm clear, crystal clear, quality pictures you can't compare. Feely, 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 now you see I'm feely, 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 now you see I'm feely, feely.
Only HD Plus here, too many crowd who to miss search for so reverse. As I record this show, I will need Jehopa. Say it's all download my HD Plus or mobile devices. So now we'll link to my HD Plus decoder noa. Busumi bia, when you free data. Now they are shit TV or baby will bia. Commodity TV dealer bia and chain and I electoral and crabata bia. Monaco to HD Plus decoder. A 99 CDs, 99 pesos a pair. Nenya with TV no so to me yet nya upe bia. HD Plus. Enjoy no feely.
Cashback Green Friday. Our Compute Ghana if you're done November 19th. Yet to see your man so up to 60%. Any endija our Compute Ghana in Krabata our Ghana ha afanenina. And your mapa yet to so ebit say LG, Samsung, Techno, Bluetech, Senko, and any kekaka hunina. Any endija our www.computeghana.com and now download your app no our Android and I say Apple. Nenya kwenya woody benya achedie. Fryer our 0307 070701. And now WhatsApp yen our 0243 143 143. Compute Ghana, passion for technology.
So wo fese dey na o ka anya utumi luzu bibia bi enu nti na Edu Motors ewo ho wo ka ya dada uni sika pudu adbeto foforo a ko Edu Motors ono be yen hyehyɛ ama o ka foforo for our driver's license 2 passport pictures and 2 guarantors omuni wachi enko Edu Motors netua 10% of car na openable why ya ka o na wie ni aka no obetua no small Edu Motors dia ho to aba insurance no obetua ma free na se we engine no kra say a omo ba ko asem free to amika koye head office our Kaswa Widiba Road, Barrier Junction. Baby, I want a hoa. Me pato G number we ne fre. Je betche we Edu Motors branch e bear wo. No akwaje wo ka.
0575 047 303 ana 0550 342 562.
Edu Motors, your light has car.
Hey, it's me pan and me kita mi amike. Ecobank, me damase.
Shy, cow the new.
Oh, say Ecobank, yeah, cruising.
Once you bet me a cruise, you want us out cable. Esani Ecobank Auto Finance Package. Koyen cardless a who PI no one year Juma baby. Ye ka da wakumaso. Say a new car, say yes second hand. Why your mouse special discounts. Ecobank side and she share pabe boa with your car no kenina. Your mount interest rate and you boa from cry. Ebe bring when so. Oh, so when your accounts work Ecobank and money how cry. Sa when ye da homo bia. NTN so saka no da ekeke. Abebwe ye. Preto free 0800 003 225. Anasa ko Ecobank in Krabata Bebia Nebusa Ecobank Auto Finance Package. Esi kakra wo ho. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hey, Lala Didi Lala. What worry us so dear? Na me dear yemia. Africa Queen Mackerel bonnet juma was sen. Africa Queen Mackerel Lydia what's as you win. So the year Jania. E danson. Tomato sauce na go on so e rich. Yes. E piece of wo. Nti e me aduane ne dey strong kon. And nam no so se muma. Na me chese nam pankwa. Wa wo beti ase. Na wo be checking so. E grade 1 o. Na me say me chakwa me nkwan. Na me to be go mu a. Ato ne ne term so. Honey, oba papa. Oh you ma. Me jo. Me just say, jollof, Gary photo, rice and stew, and piscine gravy dear. Africa Queen Mackerel ni mo. Intimi now. Africa Queen Mackerel. Shawenum keke, nam papa no.
Africa Queen, shawenum keke.
Ensuo mankwa, ensuo yenkwa. Nom Awake purified drinking water. Aboju nsuo a eye kroje. Ensuo ne ma wa hodede tena ho abribia. Kai say Awake bottle ba ku bi a wo beto no. Ye sika kakra on National Cardiothoracic Center. Awake purified drinking water. One for life.
For bulk purchase, contact 0262 351 251.
Hey, you're the up and coming landlord. Who died yesterday with you?
Kwame, I don't mean you. Aka roofing and a ceiling. Na me contract announce so say. Me feni na enko dan rocksters. Won so wo kromo pan. Wo dwen ho sen.
The contract and won nimnia ko. Ghana hadie e ba no quality metal trusses, roofing sheet, plasterboard and POP ceiling dia. Eye rocksters. Enfie bebre ni na rocksters. E di roofing sheet papa ene ho aka de asum Ghana for.
Enka ye say ya no mu die nso ebo.
Eni adufudi achi na nkoto ade bone ne nsunda achi. Fre 0544 338041. Say your metal trusses, roofing sheet, plasterboard and POP ceiling dia. Fre rocksters na won twa wontum.
Asurisam kakra.
Let's get to Ghana.
Hey!
Grind jollof.
Drama dear. Bebre.
I have a lot of uncles. My father has a lot of brothers, and my father's brothers have cousins.
I am Shishian Suwo.
Your uncle is not supposed to be touching you like that.
Anio, Ghana Jollof, your brand new series here, Showmax Diaba. Asuri Samon Kwa. Basket Mouth, ni Jocelyn Duma Womu. Showmax at the Bramo She Ghana Jollof for Showmax Wiki Bia. Signing up for showmax.com and
Sweet darling,
my beautiful baby.
Hepa Plus mixture here. Ebusinya num ebusinya immune system. Abusumi pini obia enya ready. Tia siemedo.
Tie Hepa Plus mixture enya adwuma ebeye no nipadua no no afa kura na ebeye nwanwa mo aduro ye ma ye general well-being ebusua pomden wo hia me yie esne bibia ebusua watanum Hepa Plus mixture no won sesika hospitals wo save area
Asempa FM.
She we Hepa Plus husband.
Radio Hepa Plus husband. Enya won so beye Hepa Plus wife na bono Hepa Plus mixture apen for about more money for ne kwada wo ni Dumienu ka ho e pharmacies chemical and herbal shops at phone for 0542 778 572 and 0549 297 463. Hepa Plus mixer and my pomodina mapa.
FD Ashosha sa ejedi enkrato imu aja to mise eye.
Get digi with it. Get digi with it. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. CBG Mobile USSD Young Code star 924 hash. Funko the go. Smartphone no, young phone no. Ever fire money transfer. For your water bill, for your light bill. Factor credit star 924 hash. You deserve it. Let's go. Get digi with it. Star 924 hash. Get digi with it. Star 924 hash.
CBG is empowering you to get digi with CBG Mobile. Simply dial star 924 hash and get digi with it.
CBG, we stand with you.
Syndicated Capital introduces the Silent Night range of luxury mattresses and pillows. And for the first time, the Silent Night pregnancy and nursing pillows, crafted to provide exceptional relief for your legs, belly, and back during pregnancy, as well as amazing back support feeding your baby. No more sleepless nights and no more hustle with breastfeeding. Check out the Super Pillow Top Orthopedic Mattress, made with 12 inches of memory foam cushioning, providing unparalleled comfort and guaranteed to last for 20 years. No mattress comes close in comfort and support. Also available are high-quality bird sheets, reversible quills, a large collection of orthopedic pillows and luxurious towels at unbelievable prices. Silent Night products are available at all Melcom shops, game stores, and Silent Night showrooms at Tema, Asylum Down, Adenta, Spintex Road, and Kumasi behind Menchia Palace, or call 0302 242532 or 050-131-5776. Silent Night. Sleep like never before.
Asurisam kakra.
Let's go to Ghana. Grind jollof.
Drama dear. Bebre.
I have a lot of uncles. My father has a lot of brothers, and my father's brothers have cousins.
I am Shishian Suwo.
Your uncle is not supposed to be touching you like that.
Anio, Ghana Jollof, your brand new series here, Showmax Diaba. Asuri Samon Kwa. Basket Mouth, ni Jocelyn Duma Womu. Showmax at the Bramo She Ghana Jollof for Showmax Wiki Bia. Signing up for showmax.com and
Hey, it's me pan and me kita mi amike. Ecobank me damase.
Shy, cow than you.
Oh, say Ecobank, yeah, cruising.
Monso bet me a cruise wanka sa ukem. Esani Ecobank Auto Finance Package inti. Koyen cardless ahudu PI no one ye juma bebia. Yika da wakuma so. Say a new car, say ye second hand. Ehwa ye mouse special discounts. Ecobank side and she share pabe boa with ya ka no kenyina. Ye mount interest rate and bua from cry. Ebe brimu eniso. Oh, so when your accounts work bank and money how cry. Sa kwenye ye da homo bia. Entien so saka no da ekeke. Abebu ewie. Preto free 0800 003 225. Anasa kwa Ecobank nkrabata bebia nebusa Ecobank Auto Finance Package. Enshisha kakra wo ho. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Jack,
1xBet app now Bama Android ne iPhone users. Now not betting na ye Coco Crown. Who share games I won't break. Who to be both virtuals. Sound so bet ya who to mean 10 times so. 1xBet about betting na ye dead don't do. To Americana go download the 1xBet app no on website so 1xBet.com.g. If you why na we be our account no. Kinda use the promo code Radio GH. 1xBet. That's be our hobby. Gambling what true to try to wash a year. Ma wa won't be if you do what. Gaming Commissioner Jim Kato way out.
That was so ne macho medi
Mira. Ya na udi sa.
Hey, na malaria na fahi amutu aware momoni agis ha no.
Adom malakio mesha ewo hoi malaria ent na yeso nche.
Ye kwa ye test e bi wo mu pe enyenum adom malakio mixture. Eni gina malaria body weakness yo tiredness yo hwim ye nyina ho atoye ntam kura.
Na adom natural tonic a esisi ha yisu ye.
Adom natural tonic nenso. Ye num to ya ye ntimi nidie. Eno na yanum bi edidi a ye ho tayen sa no.
Adom natural tonic.
Minya ni na mintum ni die menum bie bono me taisa
mo hwa ye fe pa ene ya mepe biato
ni nyina apemfo abatan ya wo mo manufo ne kwada wo ni fie dunsia nka ho e wo pharmacies chemical ne herbal shops dodo a ko dependable herbal home Medina New Road Greenhouse anane branch e waka so opposite there to international school 024 2223 555
FDA ahwehwe sa ejedi enkrato emu age atum se eye.
Afiwe, Black Friday at Bantemo Franco Trading Enterprise. Every 22nd November, Kosi 29th November 2021. Enjoy amazing discounts in all Franco Trading shops nationwide. What is Wama why? Call Franco Trading Enterprise Shop Biania. Twadie Nenya Santizoibi. Fre 0246 422 338 and 0355 939311 and log on to francotrading.com. Sheshe Franco Trading Enterprise Wadabraka opposite the Roxy Cinema, Osu, Oben Ecobank no. Accra, or you're opposite the Minaba Building, Hacho, or Accra Station, La Paz, or opposite the Tema Station, Tema, or Community One Waterworks, Circle, or opposite the Other Rise, War Medina, or about 100 meters from the police station, or Kaswa, or Nick Kaswa Polyclinic no, ne dinche anymore.
Charlie, if I get some 500 Ghana, see this guy, some profit and loss accounting balance, Anna.
I want to see if I have enough cash for my dream TCL TV.
Kwesi, what if I tell you TCL is giving you an early Christmas present with an unbelievable discount of 30%?
My friend, stop the joke.
It is true, Kwesi. From 1st November to 31st December 2021, TCL gives you 30% on all TVs, air conditioners, washing machines, soundbars, routers, modems, and phones.
Meaning I can afford to buy my dream TCL TV this early. Bring your 9 years. Visit any TCL showroom for this offer. No, store.tclghana.com is the only online sales outlet for TCL. You can also call us on 0596 913 298 TCL.
Wow. Aha, Dania brochure.
Global lighting for lights. Any home accessories for partner ball from Sunu. We're providing lighting solutions for Ghana more than 20 years. Wabamu pet no environment at a sign for perfect. Europe Niema, the highest standard in terms of quality. Ceiling lights, outdoor lights, chandeliers, wall lights, compound lights, LED panels, spotlights, braces and surface, switch and sockets, wiring cables, and the Kekahua, electricians, and the contractors at the year one projects no will free global light.
When are your friend ultra modern?
Papa B, street lights nipples now. Water one near ma was sunny amount with technical advice and after sales service. Spentex 027 900 3066. Only text for market div anymore. Osu Ari. A man phone for 0302 769 382. One in my coffee house in the div anymore. And the Kumasi 0278 744 886. One in Palace Mall and the div anymore. Santas runabout.
Global lighting.
And Kania Pahifi.
Tyler Jumayefo biara awon ne say openya ni tile cement ho mfaso. The same thing na Tylers any adansi ekanfo Weber tile cement abrebia. Onim say Weber tile cement ekita global standard na ejumeko Weber Ghana na eye wo oman. Onim say Weber tile cement yestronko. Chemicals ni awon no ewo mu nti. Ye wo hia ni nsu a wo de beka afra. Wo hia cement fufuru bia bio. Onim say Weber tile cement achiye eche na emu so twetan. Enti eba no edan mu. Edan ho ana abonten so tile ndia. Weber tile cement edanso na ne bo so nya den kra. Ye total no ye ni ato ne prekopedia. Na ye Weber tile cement. Yo baby ah. Ti ceramica, Interstyle ceramics, Esojaman, Skyview, Marti, Atala, Tagore, Koforidia, Cantamanto, Freyeng 055 648 6342.
Weber, we care.
Hey,
It's me pan and me kita mi amike. Ecobank me damase.
Sure, count on you.
Oh, say Ecobank, yeah, cruisy.
Monsu bet me a cruise wanka sa ukebo. Esani Ecobank Auto Finance Package inti. Koyen card dealers ahudu PI no one ye adwuma bebia. Yika eda wakoma so. Say a new car, say ye second hand. Ehwa ye mouse special discounts. Ecobank sa den hihye pa be boa mo etua ka no kanyina. Ye mount interest rate ani boa from kra. Ebe brimu ani so. Oh, so woni accounts we Ecobank money how kra. Sa kwenye ye da ho mo bia. Enti enso sa ka no ho da keke. Abebu awie. Preto free 0800 003 225. Anasa ko Ecobank nkra bata bebia na busa Ecobank Auto Finance Package. Ehihye kakra wo ho. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Anytime I feel lonely, feeling sad, only one station makes me happy. When I wake up in the morning,
Ekosiisen On Asempa
only
FM.
station makes my day. Yeah. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. 94.7.
94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumadi no asugo so a utie no medin dio saibon so from you be make say the Honorable John Kuma Esquire ono a deputy finance minister of the Republic, MP for the Adjusted constituency in the Ashanti region. Sanso and Honorable John Jenapo, only a ranking member on the Mines and Energy Committee, or say a member of the Finance Committee, or a member of Parliament in the Ekosiisen constituency, and a former deputy energy minister. And penny for me, anyone aiding come on your post-budget discussions. Here, Kono, na Honorable John Kuma Akasa Afa won initiatives to boost youth employment and to create opportunities for the youth. Now, JJ, our reaction to that.
Ekosiisen On
It's true, sir,
Asempa
your
FM.
tax as a percentage of GDP is low. There's no doubt about that. But you don't say because what tax as a percentage of GDP alone, you want to come with killer taxes within 1 year. In 1 year, in Kwan, taxes are mabo. Just 1 year, where taxes are banned with the other. Why country ben actually so tax to GDP alone, within 1 year, I want to come with tax measures a bit increase my tax revenue by 45%. It's not done anyway. Two, yet Yana Dr. Bamiaka say taxation in there a lazy man option. And then John Kumasi on 1 entry tax, 1 entry tax. Tamana or yes, our lectures no. I will pay to me. No names that taxation is important. Dr. Bamiaka didn't know. Look, he said, taxation is a lazy man's option. Or say borrowing. A lazy man option. No, Oba, they will toll the roads. There's that video. Dr. Bamiaka, so Oba, they will toll the roads and use those revenues to put into road infrastructure. She said everything that Dr. Bamiaka is BI. We are seeing the reverse of it. And I've given you a plethora of examples.
On Asempa
So no better than Zakachi said, no, Obama job, sir. You can't even trust him. Papa, when the catcher say NAPCO, Oma employ 100,000. This year, and I'm saying NAPCO for no more, you train your more almost like Kajuma into Bianco Fee, me boy. You issue exit letters, Cramomo. NAPCO for started agitating. After you see, Monza Amra near the Moko telecommunication sector. So you can see, sir, there's no proper planning. They don't really, excuse my language, think through it. They say, nada ya na ebuaka omutim. Come on, Bakatri said, Napco phone, they say, dear, one more enyans and no juma, they can be entrepreneurs. Until there's an exit plan. Omonko pe juma. Mebu akachire me. What has changed again? After the Modi Omoko Ministry of Telecommunication. Over 60,000 people, and I just checked the NAPCO budget. Now 800. Koni etiomo be 800. This year drop it by 620. 2021. 2022 as I drop it by 520. NAPCO for budget.
They will be paid 520.
No. That is the budget.
520 million.
520.
Okay.
From 800 to 600. Okay. And then to 500. So you are seeing a reduction. Meanwhile, more this year, more employ another 100,000. That's what they told us. Say 100,000, you be caught. Near for another 100,000. How do you intend employing 100,000 people? And yet the budgetary provision is 500,000. Engineer Mokano and Ukrebianim. Sa 2021 budget. Or Batampa case. You did a billion. What started entrepreneur? This year budget. Kenoforeta status worker entrepreneurial skills. We'll create these jobs. We'll do this. We'll do that. Despite the manufacturing sector, meanwhile, all this the manufacturing sector, and man also it is growing, it is developing. Meanwhile, compare manufacturing sector 2016 figure against 2019 figure, even before COVID, very, very bad. Or compare construction. I have the figures from the budget. I can quote it for you. If there's any challenge, I'll just open and give you the figures. And the MP before there, all war paniano. Now was rewaka home. How can you bring from budget? Oko GR, expect that
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Oko ports, expect that or charges because Oko DVL, expect that. Almost all the government agencies within 1 year, all of them, on the average, 15% on the average. What do you know? Meanwhile, you've increased salaries by 4%. And then inflation, 11% this month. That's the rate of inflation. 11%. Look, Ghanaians are dying. A whole system nim. Not a one maybe a unipa wobushe nibi o US. Was sending $100. Now ban was our taxi. It's in the budget.
Yes, remittance. Inward remittances.
I want you to ban more to taxes in your name American. All these taxes and the LPG gas. Just go and buy a bottle, no. 167 cedis. I want you to money more. But you know, they won't feel it. Say, tax the GDP a coffin. Is that how you manage an economy? Because you think, say, tax the GDP. It's always been around that figure. It's always between 13 and 15. Check.
But the point is, now we all agree, say, government would have to ramp up revenues because going out there to borrow is no longer a viable option. Say, I was buying a generating revenues locally. How else is government going to do it? Obesity, I
was buying so cutty frivolous expenditure. Hiring of presidential jets and moving up and down. The president should demonstrate leadership first. You can't be going for your private holidays and go and charter aircrafts. You can't do that. What signal are you sending to the people of Ghana? That's what it means. Would have put the politics aside. The net effect is the cost of living. That's a fact. Your disposable income, it will come down. Because even just the basics, right? The emphasis said no taxes. The mere fact that your salary is increased by 4% against an inflation of about 11%, you are worse off. The ordinary Ghanaian worker is worse off. Now for all these levies, I'm about COVID levy tax, fiscal then tax, tax on petrol, tax on diesel. Make so well market price akosra, more increase petroleum prices. Look at the benchmark revenues. I bet when you're over 1 billion. Go and check in this budget, the 2021 out 10. The projected, no more projected 3.4. They are getting about 4.5 billion, 1 billion extra. Can no man can deficit in the worse. And yet look at what you are giving. And you come and say the budget. What is good about this budget? This killer budget.
there is no single good thing in this
I'm
budget.
saying that when you take the
Not even
overall,
one.
it's a very bad budget. And that's how I do my analysis. Offer the positives and look at the negatives.
now.
Look, we must be honest. Maybe Metinan can say everything is bad. But I'm saying say the net effect in the cost of living, cost row. Already no inflation, cost row. Man to inflation, man must work 11. Inflation cost row. That's a fact. You want to deny that one too? And I don't generate those figures. I was okay. Vehicle, even with the articulator ban now. Articulator,
Asempa
after
FM.
this, Ube 30%
Ekosiisen
benchmark
On
revenue.
Asempa
What has that got to do
FM?
with the manufacturing sector?
The benchmark revenue
On goods and also on vehicles.
Yes.
I read the circular
Yes,
very,
that's
very
true.
well.
That's true.
So if I catch the manufacturing sector, maybe a articulator,
But it cannot kick in now. I just said next year, no?
No,
They will
they're
say a
waiting
part
for
of the
approval.
budget. And it has to be approved.
If the
and the fiscal year will start next year. Yeah.
But I'm saying that once this is approved, but you see, there are areas that I and some of the minority and probably all of us will be kicking against.
Yeah, I think I heard your ranking member.
Yeah, we're
say
going to
it.
kick against that.
Moka said government, your friend, the office of the president budget.
Budget is too high. You can say remittances no is unjustifiable.
1.75%
Say
of
obi
remittances.
akoye adwuma wo amanane. What tin is mo remu America. No wenya ni $200. Or they send ya befie say yemfa mo Ghanaian economy na. We say we be tax it. We won't support that.
Why won't you support
Why
that?
should you support that? He struggled there. Wada wonim wo ho. Enya ni
Your
sika.
taxes were ho.
Etua
We
VAT.
will
me
pay
boa.
VAT, yeah.
Won't you pay VAT?
You would.
We say what taxes are sika no. We cannot be part of that.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
We are also against taxing of Momo. Say transaction here can be to be but
You've not been against the 1% at telcos ne charge, you know.
oh say
The telcos ne charge, you know.
that is part of their transaction. Don't they provide you a
The
platform?
service
They provide you a service. Now go for car a year. Oko for your friend is saying. So tax them. If you provide that service for the telcos, tax them. I'm not already taxing them.
So much you are withholding.
You tax them. How much you are withholding?
Yeah.
Don't you tax them? So because I provide this service, telcos some may renew my. Even renewal is going up by that 15%. Look, you can say you grow. John name service
Asempa FM.
from January by 15%. What does it mean? You think of all the government agencies, Forestry Commission, Minerals Commission, NPA, when all of them service provide, they are going to increase that by
Ekosiisen
15%.
On Asempa
And you
FM.
sit here and tell Ghanaians, say, Bibi Pebi was our budget team. In a difficult era, and look at the cost of living. It's serious. And you see, they've put in a clause, say, under, because yen under Article 174, yen impose taxes or withdraw.
Yes.
Almost say yen for power, Nema finance minister. How? We can't accept that. And I think that the majority should join us on that. Even the 15 if we are to agree, every year, it must come to Parliament as part of the budget processes. All the agencies will list, say nani a charge, say nani a charge. You perceive increasing it by this and this and this rate. Why do you want to give it to finance minister? You want to take Parliament's power and give it to the finance minister? Why? I mean, I don't know who came up with that idea. Should now be minimum of 15%. Beyond that, it should be adjusted every year in accordance with the rate of inflation. Now, Enco finance minister, now finance minister, the fees and charges should have be subject to January very 5. No, maybe. But we need clarity on that. I don't think the MPs should yield that power, to a government in power or scrambles the open revenue.
But for example, you see now this proposed 15% increment on the average, our budget, it will be part of the appropriations. It will still come back to Parliament approving same. And some are buying to me implement it. No,
under the current fees and charges,
okay,
you get my point. Okay. But now what they are saying is that it should go to the Minister of Finance. And I'm saying something that at Parliament,
okay.
So that power, ensures that the public is protected, no, under the Fees and Charges Act, no, it will not be taken away. It's something that we must watch. But you know, this budget is a 300 and something. John, 300 and something pages. We are now going to do a lot of the sectoral analysis. All I'm doing is just a macro.
Yeah.
And you are looking at, we said this should be the revenue. We underperform. And we've always underperformed with the revenue consecutively for 5 years. And I've always said, why do you keep doing that? It doesn't send a good signal. Every year we underperform with the revenues. It's a projection though. But sometimes if you are underperformed by about 4 billion, it's quite huge. But clearly, Masa, the bottom line is that
but if we want government to perform on the revenue side, Argentina together, no, yen support revenue measures, no, which would in the long run increase government revenue. And I'm saying you are kicking against some of the revenue measures.
The deficit is a function of your revenue and your expenditure.
Okay, it won't measure one side.
So you can't just go and look at revenue no see your tax to GDP 20, no, because. And before policy, we should move away from taxation to production. Because their point was that if you increase productivity, that productivity will be able to generate revenue. So you don't even need to increase the revenue measures.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons for the benchmark revenues. Dr. Baumia said benchmark values. No, so what this one? There will be a lot of traffic flow through Ghana. Burkina ni omo makeka ho nyina no. Omo de omo niam befa Ghana. Especially expanded port, it will increase the volumes. And your revenue is a function of the quantity and the price. So even at a lower price, if your quantities are higher, you will get more revenue. We lecture. And then aboso kan for. Me do for dada me. Kwatrekwa. In
the form as the minority, no, JJ Obi Busa said more the alternative would be say you would cut down expenditure.
No, and one honesty. Because okay say yenya a lot of debate with these people over your deficit. So okay, IMF crowd
number one is
honesty. IMF crowd your deficit of 7.5 by many Gideon Buako betina. Gideon say you no correct. So how comes a country your deficit a low? Most of your borrowing a low, your interest payment a low, your GDP a grow high. How come we are getting to 80% debt
to GDP?
Debt to GDP? How? Does that not defy logic? Because you are telling us a deficit. No, it has always been below 5%. Mebwa.
That was pre-COVID.
Oh, pre-COVID. Near 80 by 70 something. Go and check pre-COVID. Your debt to GDP. Go and check Ghana's debt to GDP in 2019. 61. I can extract it here. You mentioned the figure and I extract it. Why you do? You know, it defies logic, say. Now, COVID, they are more kind. What was the amount? COVID expenditure minister debate to 8 billion. Hey, Mr. COVID expenditure. You understand? Your deficit cannot be only COVID though.
Yeah.
The deficit cannot be solely because of COVID. Intina Mikachire will say, Ghana, we are not an island. There are other countries in the sub-region.
Yeah.
Intina say, analysis, even among industries, you do benchmarking with your peers in the industry. Into maybe EcoBank will be comparing with Standard Chartered. They do that comparison. To say, competitor now, how is he performing?
Okay.
And I make us say, how come say Tanzania, Ethiopia, Botswana, all these countries I might mention, they never crossed 7%. And Ghana,
yeah, Haiti
15.7. And I mean, the chart was say, the advance of COVID now my per revenue. How come all these countries they are not introducing all these plenty tax measures? Why? I've been there and I've checked your budgets. I've got the first budget here.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Yes, I've even their debt to GDP. It's about 60%. Cote d'Ivoire's debt to GDP is around 60%. From saying say. You are the minister. Also call redeem. Me na me call redeem. I'm a country.
It used to be 35.
35. Master. How can it be 35? Master, listen. Last one. How can the deficit? How can the debt to GDP move from 35 to 60 before COVID? Please.
No, 35 before, 60 after.
Say, he says a COVID now, man, 60.
Yes.
That's all. And I'm saying, their COVID deficit is 6%. So if your deficit is a function of your debt, I'm using the IMF document. Let me open it for you. Read it. Muna muso abusi en read it. Mamu read it. Okay. Obi, manu koso na mimi ema.
Yes.
I'll open it for
you. No problem. In my main kind messages kakawali open na. Yes. No maba obi frame me time I call break, you know. John said or takrade or see odili in wole. Okofa wole. If he, I think was it Kumase. But I not say the opinion and say now we'll come about a more SMEs beating me from the new measure. You know what takrade a dana on yet to also assess some of the funding. And your questioner depende by but we say Obi
overall fiscal balance including grants and government debt.
Yes.
Meboa, Angola all the way to Zimbabwe. This is an IMF document.
Okay.
And I mean, quote to amount say Ghana's deficit is 15.7. What's the yen correct?
And on can't say yen correct. No, can't Cote d'Ivoire there.
Cote d'Ivoire 6, 5 points. Look, my member man will read it. Let me open the full document. Read the heading. No, any be anu here. Na me say no copy mano. Oko no so
problem. We go read the deficit. So not here can debt to GDP. On say asam no can different.
Your deficit is a function of your debt to GDP.
Okay. We say Obi, this is for my friend JJ's attention. Kindly read this to his hearing. The government has no money of its own. All that it has is it takes in taxes or borrows at interest. Margaret Thatcher. It is. Oh, have you? Margaret Thatcher quote.
All what government gets, no. That section in their economy is a different one. Yeah, for instance, we got oil revenue of 4 billion. What's the taxes?
Where did you get
4
it from?
billion from our oil sales. So don't come and compare apples with oranges.
Or say the
don't come and compare apples with oranges.
The government has no money of its own. All that it has, it takes in taxes or borrows at interest.
And I say no.
Margaret Thatcher.
And I say no because the situation in UK is a private-led economy. In UK you don't even see near John. I can say aban pese miami ko pesca na me die say ni say. Make us say oil revenue nkwano is about 5 billion. Oil revenue is neither tax alone, nor is it borrowing. Your oil are ya ton wa manone no. E ma yes Until don't use your Margaret Thatcher's analysis here and come and compare in Ghana. The two situations are different.
He continues to say it's good to tax the citizenry and use it to transform the economy than use it to buy chichinga and pampers here at Samuel. And that's your friend Samuel Brian.
Samuel, it's good to use it for roads rather than bathing in the sky.
We say congratulations to Joseph Kuma McKay, who has been appointed as the CEO of NEIP. Joseph Kuma
West candidate.
Senate West.
Another Kuma to Kuma.
Where John Kuma on here, Joseph Kuma McKay. Okay, the congratulations to him. Senate West candidate. Okay.
They'll lose by 16 votes.
Okay. Okay. Congratulations to. Okay, I think I've done this one. Thank you, James in Tamale. Kojo Dankwa says. Obi, this budget is synonymous to Ahotre, and I'm amazed how the deputy minister is happily saying 1.75 is pay and trying to compare it to the 1% of the telco's charge. Obi, Honorable Kuma should spare us this noise about you start because they've over the time made mouth-watering promises which never saw the light of day. Obatampa, 1 million, one constituency, etc. The country is on a downward spiral, and we must all pray for the future of this country. We say Obi, note that lawyer Eduji Tamaklo terms the Momo tax as brefie beje, low key, so many guys are happy. Kojo Dankwa of the NDC and another way. Otherwise, I really like the idea of the removal of the toll booth from the road. As for the opposition, even if God wants to visit Ghana, the Nanado regime, they would oppose it. Gasti Man is in Brekum and
you are unhappy here.
Okay.
Against it.
Because more other busy engagement. Final reaction
yes, my final reaction say Obi say 1.75 per. I'm not sure I said that. So me can't pay beer and but I'm not sure I said that. I was putting it in context of say the telcos, no, they charge you 1%.
Yes.
Now whilst you are withdrawing, they charge you another 1%. And I was saying, say, it appears as we are okay when we pay to the telcos, but when our own government, I expect it's all my coin, or my school fees, on all these things, so when we have to contribute as citizens and make this contribution to help government, government expenditure, and the revenue so be and obey me I spend it. See, coin papa, education, we can only get it through taxation. See, best raman for say, and yet an EG on tax, and we are not speaking to also hurt them. Say, be a per se, kase, issue an access. That is not the motive behind any discussions. But what is also important and unavoidable, say, as a government, we have to have revenues. I see it revenues no near to me. All the expenditures are. A man for new mining, I expect to say you bet to me. I buy flagship programs, Bebre, NAPCO, one district, one factory, and on say JJ Kasana no Kase, Office of the President budget cost. It is so because Abra President collapses some of the ministries. Most of the ministries went into the office of the president as agencies.
Yes.
And is seen as office of government machinery, but even NEIP Crampo, office of president, one district, one factory, secretariat. I'm saying no Ministry of Trade, but an aspect of it. IPEP, Ministry for Special Initiatives.
Yes, it's a coordinating
unit, Ministry of Zongo, Development. Nina Office of President, several
budget
agenda yes, it will come under the OGM, including even agenda 111. No, it's also being run from the Office of President. And obviously, no, you will see a big budget, but it's covering so many things under the Office of the President. And it's just to explain, says our projects way name flagship, are buying on say NAPCO Sukra Office of President. Nina interventions are binding boa ama Ghana ya sitting ne abrabo mu nhihye na ehwehwe no so ebetumi akoyi amaye na ye besre amanfo se aban nhihye ya odi abai omunje ntum na ye nyina ye mfa akoma panso nta akire yenim se ahokyere wo krom enti na Ona Sunday I come from the one. Oh, say I want to know. They say ye I want to be free a console. If you answer road to any traffic free and winty, we are gonna need to take us one a road to. If you want to open one, what you assemble. What you say? So 70 million Johnson is Kabiao. Because I just got me through. Enti, omo baby a trouble to see a debia traffic at your money a geo musica there. They will appreciate it. Sometimes it's not even about the value, but what it represents. Yes, you cannot do no, but the jina home say obe foul how more every day ni adini no. Eti o minor business efficiency so. Enti asem dema Ghana for ye pa. And now, so medical can a mabuno juma semwa, and also the energy SMP eba. Ghana, in various flagship programs, Ministry of Finance or Batampa Kesino. You said that 100 billion, no, it's for a medium term, 1 year near the 100 billion. Until every year, biano, we add on. See, this year, Yeguso. every year. Say we have budget in Mabi.
Oh
no, say offhand I have to have the figures because can't see about because different. But what the assurance is that we are doing it, we are executing it. Na ebema Ghana for so enya so mfaso. Na aban papa woti sika semase. Na nhihye papa ede ahoto beba wo Ghana sika sem nhihye mu no. Eno na ede abetu dwa no. Say the medical can fiscal deficit no. Ye so gradually from 12% 2021 to 7.4% in 2022. Enti yendu 2023 na say fiscal responsibility at threshold of 5% no. We may even reach it before the 2024 because yenhihye mu no see drew by 2024. Afi so yetimia post to positive primary balance. They are not trying to say ye tie kaso. Kana ye di bebrebe na ye ade on borrowing ni ade no. What it shows in say and also eba form. And we will continue to do that and bring relief to Ghanaians.
But he made the point about more alternatives into your honesty or
one quick one.
Yeah.
If you go and borrow, and that's what they are doing now, I'd say 80 billion, and you do a zero coupon bond. Within the area in 5 years. First 5 years, no, you don't pay the interest. But then at the end of the 5th year, you go and pay like the 100 billion. Until you might be seeing some positives in terms of the yearly balances. But you must also be thinking, say, at the end of the 5th year, because it's a zero coupon bond. Now, John, this time we're going to ensure that a lot of work will be done in Parliament.
Any problem,
a lot. Not just on the bonds. On all these issues and ensure say
amortization seriously, that is very rich. NDC for somebody or more economic policy in honesty. Alternative was the honesty. Mr. Nyabotre. Oh, you busa economic policy. NDC Muntie John Jinapo Ghana for Madaroma. MP for
cut down on frivolous expenditure. Cut down on frivolous expenditure. I said that.
Alternative economic policy.
Your alternative, let's say, we will cut down on frivolous expenditure. We'll be honest.
And this is for economic alternative to budget. And they say honesty. In fact, Asempa na Ghana for Muntie say na economic policy any honesty. Yo, there Ghana for Etimonka. Mose mo alternative budget to 2022. Honesty, economic alternative budget NDC for the brain honesty. Na se kwatrikwa obeman to ma tie ni din. Honesty for mo de dum so be see a console for 5 good years. Dum so essence I take or pay contrast the liability abegu e man or ye komu no anything no want to mean policy no. They are hiding behind the word honesty. If actually honesty a economic term and I say a budget. Honesty no a economic policy. And clearly no we no they are not even producing any alternative to Ghanaians say MPP phone to me nya omudi beni. Is it Omaka Ghana for to say economic policy omudi break Ghana a friend honesty. I don't know what that means. Nti ye best Ghana for ye can abaya one Ghana for di no kra eni o mampani na nado danko akufuado amamu pa wose me ba me free SHS budget ye di ba ye nkwadai 1.2 million Ghanaians and President Kufuado etu o school fees, one district, one factory, one village, one dam. And she said, I would be brave, even 1 million per constituency, no be says kind of way. And only actually the IPEP program, over 5,000 projects littered across the country. You go so Agenda 111. Yes, you see hospitals in every district of this country. Ye be nyuma mama buna ye bia ye say asa announce 1 billion cedis this year for you start and many others. Now you bisa said there now be any differently ye to boot a free kwem. We so raho about it. There now bet me I will say honesty. But your economic policy ben your friend honesty.
Almost I'm going to Ghana for be dino cre. For
any doom so no.
Mamina, you can say, Mamma also your tongue will and you be san obenya funding.
And you overqualified broso. and ntino ye share dwumadi na se a GE ni NEIP and a bema training no.
That's for the you start.
For the you start no. And to apply, normal go through processes no. You minim the level or so qualify see a man recommendation to bank no straight away. A bit me the nako bank straight away. Okay. Or more munyan banking level no so you be my GE any NEIP national because NBSSI and they say you're from GE. Okay. Okay. Kosi hono. Okay. And NEIP. Okay. So me no be running at the lower levels no covering communities plus universities and and to obetima qualify on any of this, but almost all your man juma dada obi ohonomo what may be in a juma person scale it up and also obetima ma banks na ye ni omudi juma no bi ama obosia aban ebe guarantee something near bi obosia no ebeba from unhia collateral interest rate no so has been negotiated and brought 10%. After so no payment terms no flexible and near be bra a bit media to akwan ama omo amo pese omo ye ankra dwuma organa ha sei no so no etumedi ye e say obi pese o di poultry yenka guta asem no kakra
on
AGI issues
AGI idea no
anya say aban ayi guta for suli asede John Eka no the woman say ye di benchmark values ni ba form no ama local companies ni bebre egu say obi ye poultry ewa adwuso owie a ebo wo so ton poultry na wo market no ne bo din chance de obi akra enam na free Brazil and Holland ya bedru Ghana because of benchmark values na yi no enti say we a businessman now option to do poultry farm in Ghana and option to import wo free say mu de he na be
import
because we buy air food chain the poultry na you grown no
Ghana. But before some you knew this.
No. Policy bia no ewo esunsun asembi o ho a enne no ube evaluate no. Yes. Na positive. 1 month time ube evaluate na answer na sesa. At the time no ebi ehwe the capacity, the local production capacity and availability of FDIs near there. Ebi ana here or minor system immediately no wetimi ateki import value bench values no wetimi home bibi just to show up the economy. But a bedru baby no be say no render local competition no ineffective. I was say quickly as a government another policy baba responded said you can also create competitive local environment and on ebema local industrial capacity say we one district one factory na say what me anya company oye nsu Ghana obewie na ne bo din chance we import nsu free Germany na nipa no obere no beton nsu no enti we aban at this point na local industries for na catch us say we have capacity to produce. But what you say? She say after na abano, ama FDIs be directed to come to Ghana, foreign direct investment, ama for person be factories. But obey we no assessment of the cost on the market. No who's oboka. Enti na juma no krema, she companies be soap for Ghana. Kane no moto ye for no palm oil. Oko nkokwa oil na sisi kwa ho no. First no na even Unilever ne one companies ne manufacture soap for Ghana ha no. Omoto those palm oil pa because of benchmark values be bring import oil no this time and Ghana for oil no ye wi ayento what I say ntia kwa for complaining companies all Ghana complaining we are killing the local industry and this will be abroaching no person be bie sa oil industry no Ghana obe dua palm we are wetimi aton the ama industrial company or the be soap or working on who say obewi obeboka offices can beba.
Yeah, but say it's a value chain issue. It is a wash manufacturers yeah. And that's why Gutamoka say yes, they all support say a Beshama manufacturing etimi akoso. Yeah. But there are other serious issues affecting manufacturing and benchmark values is probably the least. In the Monshe and dealing with the bigger issues affecting manufacturing.
And no aban aye analysis in first of all, observation back where and say aban reduce benchmark values by 50%. Yeah, follow market prices from that time till now.
Yes.
Yenya a reduction in the prices of commodities on the market. significant Chesampa Aban Yisa away. Yes, there has been some reduction, but also the impact of the Aban yeah, and Yanuna Yahuyan, Pachawata say near one. After you say the losses, apart from Aban revenue, Irano, the losses and cost to local industry, and in Numa Eguse, so we import to a free crew for so I create Jumaho. And for every job that we could have created in Ghana, no. Ye create or China, ye create or India, ye create or Germany by importing items from there. Pachotia say, and you have to at a point take a decision. The ye no crese betumi amaniema akosro kakra. But ye share the cost of that estrona bekono compared to the overall impact ebenya in terms of FDIs and local capacity building of industries now. Yeah, assessing me we have done a lot of research in these matters. And yes, 15 year and some commodities be or you need the capacity to do them. And no dear, we are not touching it. What I say, Mitino, GRA at the announcement in the back, they will list specific prices. What I say, so see in the local rice. Not on the market, no why should that import rice a big go mine no more. A free Thailand, a free henny bo for 4 funti queen no organa no, or be born homody or be a juma nevieno, nothing bono e dinchen amanone dear, if we said any bessie. But ye pesa a man for etmisi processing of rice plant in Ghana, and to quenina any diano, obisu to me process a bargain, a packaging, kama to say, ye be free Thailand aba. Nimi no buono must compete. Said a bear, you bet my creative Numa or Ghana has say. This is the objective our government pursue at this time. Patriotic say, and I said a mekano, emres edani. Ebi obey sa and she say we over time no who said the local capacity now wo say a be pick it up no if it's also not responding to the market. Now there are more difficulties. Government can always review decisions.
Take another decision. But in this period, no, what will be the supporter into Aban Air restore benchmark values discount?
Yes.
Obviously, it be affecting traders and importing your money.
Yes.
Into what will be the mitigating way Aban Air the traders? No, because also a chunk of people involved. I mean, you cannot just say because of AGI for the AGI traders then swing
they will have options to also source it from local markets. What I say. Because the local industries will become competitive. And we believe, sir, and you see, the objective of government is on the citizens, the citizenry and their benefit, the population, not more of the business community in Nkwa. Because ono butano, or krabana abanjene toa, or the beto na adiye so atom.
Yeah.
And the effect guta benya ne se niema dodo no se na first 100 na yeto a be so betia ba 60 ene ha no what I say. But government is so share the bigger population. What I say any mfasoa so bi padwuma obetumi anya investment bi ba ebetumi aba o manum enti e compare e bi a profit and loss at guta level. Near her population in so benefit a bit me who say and be at this particular time and only a more responsive because your AGI is also another grouper. Almost also every how best they can create jobs, do exports and receive benefits for their work. What I say. It's a very difficult decision for us as government because what they to hana half you have to do a lot of cost and benefit analysis. They said before this time, government did the analysis and saw say reducing the benchmark was a good thing to do. After 2 years or so of that implementation, Aben who said the cost to the nation is more than the benefit we are getting, and it is time to review. A reviewer, hopefully, we will keep watching, keeping an eyes on it, and encouraging we encourage them to almost also how best we can all work together to ensure say we customers in the common broso. We should all make sure that business goes well.
Also, the major on the Black Stars and some no be can at the FA and they South Africa for a press conference.
Yes.
Say they are moving to FIFA.
Yes.
In fact, most of my analysis they report there were 71 or so incidences in the game.
Oh.
The FIFA and Shemi and Simon Bo Nibiuna in some right.
The mechanic said, I'm very proud of the Black Stars. The day you and then the boys, they did fantastic work, and Coach Milo. We are proud of them. The Black Star for Bafana for Yenedy. So what you say? You'll be able to take defeat. I mean, it was a clear penalty, not a 2 players. So we share the player on your right. One have because say 1 penalty. But so we focus on the player behind him. Now was Sonumuna a clear penalty. And depending on where you watch in the video, you think say it wasn't a clear penalty, but this was a clear penalty. Say there was a Bafana player in fact, there's even a picture now on the web. Nensa Ekutanimu behind him. And also be moon player to Rikana Ujina Sonumuna say a penalty. It's a clear penalty. Of course, South Africa for no, they are being bad losers, and is becoming something characteristics. I say omunema bi oho no mo a hardwen enti they should show sportsmanship na victory we dey a clear victory. Look, say FIFA fompo ekokase emobio ye born on bedroom kra be hye wo. We believe in our Black Stars.
John, fantastic. And Deputy Finance Minister, the Honorable Dr. John Kuma Eskea, and Motene, Kano, Deputy Finance Minister, or MP for the Ejeso constituency. Messages, baby. Now I'll read all of them for you before we call it a day on this amazing show. It's been an interesting discussion. Many thanks to the Honorable John Kuma and John Jenapo. We say, Obi, kindly